Have you ever wondered why most elders with normal blood pressure, clean lifestyle, and regular checkups still end up with liver failure after 65? This isn't guesswork anymore. According to a 2023 study published by Johns Hopkins Liver Center, nearly 61% of people over 65 already show signs of early liver deterioration without a single symptom showing on the outside. It happens quietly. It happens fast. And if you're not watching for it, it's already begun inside you. So let me ask you, how do you feel after dinner these days? Is your stomach bloated? Do your feet swell a little too often? Do you get tired after eating or feel strangely warm in the middle of the night? Because none of these are random. They're the earliest whispers of liver exhaustion. The organ that filters 99% of what goes inside your body, your medicine, your dinner, your water, your thoughts, it's screaming for help. Let me show you why this is happening and how you can stop it with logic, evidence, and the kind of action that doesn't require a hospital wristband. Let's begin with something no one tells you about the liver. It's not just a detox organ. It's your metabolic engine, your hormone processor, your energy stabilizer, and your silent chemical lab. It filters around 1.4 liters of blood every minute. That's over 2,000 liters every single day. Now imagine doing that with 60% damage and no one noticing. The truth is, most of what damages elder livers isn't alcohol, it's habits. Every meal, every pill, every lack of movement, all of it builds into what's now known in medical journals as cumulative toxic load. This means your liver is not dying in one big event. It's drowning slowly in the weight of every small decision and the first enemy, over-the-counter medications. Ibuprofen, acetaminophen, even common cold drugs taken 3 times a week after the age of 60 are now being blamed for silent liver stress. The liver breaks down every chemical compound, and when it gets overloaded, the compounds don't vanish. They recirculate. They irritate. They start inflammation. They turn healthy liver cells into scar tissue, what we call fibrosis. Now here's where it gets darker. Most people assume a healthy diet protects them, but not if they're eating the wrong kind of healthy. Processed diet foods, labeled as low-fat or heart-healthy, often contain artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose, which don't digest properly in older livers. The liver sees them as invaders. It tries to detoxify them, but in doing so, it uses up essential glutathione and other antioxidants that your aging body can't replenish as quickly anymore. Let's talk meals. If your dinner is mainly rice, bread, meat, and one vegetable, your liver is probably undernourished. The ideal liver-supporting plate for a person over 65 needs a high-fiber base, like steamed broccoli or kale, a sulfur-rich item like garlic or onions, omega-3 sources like wild-caught fish or walnuts, and at least one bitter food such as dandelion greens, arugula, or mustard leaves. These bitter compounds stimulate bile flow, which flushes the liver. Without them, bile thickens, liver stagnates, fat accumulates, and you feel nothing until it's too late. One dangerous lie many elders still believe is that fruit juices are healthy. Orange juice, apple juice, even grape juice, when bottled, contain fructose levels that damage liver mitochondria. This is not internet rumor. The Journal of Clinical Endocrinology published a study that showed regular fruit juice consumption in elders increased fatty liver deposits, even when overall calorie intake stayed the same. Another huge twist is how hydration affects the liver. You've been told to drink water, but how much and when? Drinking 2 full glasses in the morning within 30 minutes of waking up helps flush the overnight toxin buildup. But drinking large amounts right before bed increases internal pressure on the liver and may interrupt its nightly detox cycle. Seniors who hydrate steadily throughout the day, especially between 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., support their livers better than those who hydrate late or sporadically. So what happens if you've already made these mistakes? Are you doomed? Absolutely not. This is the difference between surface-level advice and real internal healing. The liver is the only organ in the body capable of regenerating itself if you give it what it needs. That's where specific nutrients come in. N-acetylcysteine, N-ACE, is a compound that directly supports glutathione production, the master antioxidant inside your liver. Clinical trials have shown N-ACE supplementation improves liver enzyme levels and even reverses early-stage liver damage. Alpha-lipoic acid, ALA, is another compound that increases insulin sensitivity and reduces oxidative damage inside the liver. Elders with diabetes or fatty liver show massive improvements in energy and digestion after 90 days of ALA therapy. Milk thistle extract, especially the silymarin component, is a time-tested herbal treatment that has now entered mainstream medicine due to its ability to protect liver cells and reduce enzyme levels. Over 100 peer-reviewed studies now confirm its role in liver regeneration. You can't buy these individually and get them in the right doses or balance. That's why combining them into a single medical-grade supplement is crucial, but more on that later. Now, I want you to think about your daily routine. What time do you wake up? What do you eat first? Do you take any pills in the morning? What about your breakfast? Do you skip it, or is it something like cereal or toast? Because skipping breakfast, or starting the day with high-carb meals, spikes cortisol and forces the liver to convert stored fat into sugar. This increases internal load. You may think you're being light, but your liver thinks you're in survival mode. You need protein in the morning, 15 to 20 grams minimum. Scrambled eggs with spinach, a scoop of unflavored protein powder in unsweetened almond milk, a handful of mixed nuts with plain yogurt. These feed the liver amino acids. Without them, it breaks down muscle for fuel. That's how muscle loss begins silently in elders. As you go about your day, avoid long sitting spells. Walk every 90 minutes for 5 minutes. The liver depends on blood flow. Movement pumps oxygen-rich blood through it. A stagnant body means a stagnant liver. The evenings are just as important. You should finish your last meal at least 3 hours before sleep. This allows digestion to complete and lets the liver begin detoxing. Late-night snacking confuses your rhythm, causes insulin spikes, and traps your liver in a state of tension. Your sleep environment matters too. Studies show that seniors who sleep in complete darkness without blue light exposure have 27% higher melatonin output, and melatonin is a liver protector. That's right, it's not just for sleep. It reduces inflammation inside the liver. This all ties together. Everything you do, your eating, your sitting, your light exposure, your thoughts, they add up. And it's when they add up the wrong way that your liver fails without symptoms. You don't have to feel sick to be in danger. That's what makes this issue so urgent. But there's still more. Because despite doing everything right, most elders still don't recover fast enough. And that's because the modern world is simply too toxic, too fast. There must be a way to clear it out, reset your liver, and protect yourself once and for all. Your liver doesn't only suffer from what you eat, it suffers from what you ignore. You could be walking daily, eating clean, and drinking plenty of water. Yet your liver may still be choking from inside. Why? Because the second biggest mistake after poor nutrition is underestimating your environment and internal chemistry. The modern elder isn't living in a peaceful world anymore. There's more pollution in the air, microplastics in the food, synthetic chemicals in skincare, and prescription overload from unnecessary pills. Your liver wasn't built to fight this much toxicity daily. It's being hijacked by invisible attacks every minute, and unless you intervene, it continues until exhaustion. Let's break this down. The liver acts like a gatekeeper. Every breath you take, every chemical you touch, every shampoo you rinse with, even the plastic in your water bottle enters your blood, and the liver has to neutralize it. But after age 60, your natural detox enzymes decline by nearly 30%. That means if you don't give your liver active support, it starts falling behind. Toxins stay longer. Fat builds faster. Inflammation gets louder. One major offender: polypharmacy. This is the term for taking 5 or more medications at once. Today, nearly 68% of adults over 65 take 5 or more medications daily. Blood pressure pills, statins, diabetes tablets, antacids, sleep aids, allergy meds. The list stacks up. Each of them requires processing, and most elders are told they're fine as long as liver enzymes appear normal. But here's the hidden truth: damage doesn't always show up in blood work right away. In fact, liver enzymes can be within range while fibrosis is silently developing. This is why seniors who take multiple meds often feel strange fatigue, lightheadedness, and mental fog, because their liver is no longer able to clear all the leftover metabolites efficiently. The solution isn't to stop essential meds, it's to lower the chemical burden by increasing liver capacity. How? By supplying nutrients that strengthen phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification pathways. Phase I handles basic breakdown. This needs B vitamins, especially B2, B6 and B12, as well as flavonoids found in dark-colored vegetables. Phase 2 binds and eliminates toxins. This step depends heavily on amino acids like glycine, taurine, and glutamine. If your diet lacks these, your liver chokes. Spinach, asparagus, garlic, beets, and cruciferous vegetables like cabbage and cauliflower fuel both phases. But not if boiled until mush. They must be steamed lightly or sautéed in olive oil with a pinch of turmeric and black pepper, 2 anti-inflammatory compounds that help deactivate reactive liver enzymes. Let's take a real-world case. Susan Clark, 68, had normal liver labs for years. She followed her doctor's advice: low-fat meals, daily multivitamin, no alcohol. But she still woke up tired. Her belly stayed bloated. Her skin lost its glow. A more advanced scan later revealed early-stage fatty liver, not from overeating, but from micronutrient starvation. Her solution was simple. She added lemon water in the morning with a pinch of Himalayan salt. She shifted her lunch to include lentils with arugula salad, pumpkin seeds, and grilled sardines. And at dinner, she added steamed artichoke hearts with quinoa, sautéed onions, and half an avocado. Her diet became her therapy. Within 2 months, her energy came back. Movement plays a role too. The liver doesn't have a pump like the heart. It relies on muscular movement to increase blood flow through its tissues. That means daily activity isn't optional. It's your filtration system. A 20-minute walk after dinner helps stimulate the mesenteric blood flow, bringing more nutrients and oxygen to the liver. Seniors who move regularly are shown to have 30–50% better liver clearance rates than those who sit all day, even if both groups eat the same meals. Even better, gentle resistance training, using light dumbbells or resistance bands 3 times a week, improves insulin sensitivity. Why does this matter? Because insulin resistance is the core trigger behind fatty liver disease, even in non-diabetics. The more your body stores fat around your belly, the more pressure your liver experiences to convert fat into usable fuel. But it can't do that forever, especially when overloaded. Then comes the overlooked but powerful role of the mind. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which increases glucose and insulin and drives more fat into your liver. Elders under stress, even emotional, tend to digest slower, sleep worse, and recover more slowly from illness. Practices like evening prayer, slow breathing, journaling before bed, or even 5 minutes of silence before each meal can activate the vagus nerve and reduce liver inflammation by calming your autonomic system. Let's talk about drinks, because even healthy drinks might be hurting you. Green tea, for example, can be beneficial, but only if it's pure. Bottled or powdered versions often contain preservatives and synthetic flavoring that increase liver enzymes. The same goes for herbal supplements. Many store-bought detox teas contain senna, cascara, or unregulated herbs that overstimulate your digestive tract and put unnecessary stress on your liver. Always read ingredients. If there's anything you can't pronounce, don't drink it. And the #1 overlooked food category for liver damage: processed oils. Refined vegetable oils, like soybean oil, corn oil, or vegetable blend oil, contain high levels of omega-6 fatty acids, which increase systemic inflammation. They hide in salad dressings, margarine, crackers, and frozen meals. When consumed repeatedly, they change the fatty acid makeup of your liver cell membranes, making them more prone to injury. Use extra virgin olive oil instead, rich in polyphenols and anti-inflammatory properties. Cook at low-medium temperatures. Avoid burning the oil, and never reuse cooking oil the next day. Your sleep also defines your liver's function. Between 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., your liver performs its most intense detox cycle. If you're awake during this time, or if you sleep under bright light or constant noise, you interrupt this natural cleansing. Keep your room dark, cold, and device-free. Turn off Wi-Fi if possible, and never eat after 8 p.m. That last bite could interfere with your entire night's healing. If your sleep still feels broken, you might be missing one final piece, a tool to help your liver rest. You don't need another pill, but there must be something real, natural, proven, and able to support your liver's pressure without hurting it further. There must be a solution out there that brings the right ingredients together in one step, something that lets you finally stop worrying and start recovering. By now, it's clear that liver damage in elders doesn't begin with a major illness. It begins with neglect. It begins with long periods of sitting, skipping vegetables, believing normal test results mean you're fine, or trusting pills and foods labeled low-fat or healthy without checking what's really inside them. But the good news is that the liver is incredibly loyal. It doesn't ask for much. Just the right nutrients, a consistent routine, and a small break from the daily assault of chemicals, stress, and sugar. If you give it that, it begins repairing itself, and that repair happens fast, within weeks, if done right. That's why this part matters more than anything, because this is where we pull everything together. Let's walk through a daily lifestyle that actually protects your liver after 60. Then I'll show you the one tool that ties it all together, the one step that makes everything you've learned actually work. You wake up between 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m., never past 8 a.m. The earlier you rise, the better your hormonal balance remains. You drink half a glass of warm water with a squeeze of lemon, not cold, not too much. This reactivates the digestive system gently and primes your liver. You don't need a gym or a trainer, just 5 minutes. Tilt your neck side to side, reach for your toes, rotate your hips in circles, do 10 wall push-ups. This isn't for muscle, it's to move the blood. The liver thrives on circulation. Your breakfast should always include 15-20 grams of protein, 2 eggs with spinach and garlic, or a protein shake with almond milk and a spoon of chia seeds. Add half a banana, not a whole one. Keep sugar low, fiber high. By 10 a.m., your first small snack, a handful of walnuts, a slice of cucumber, a few slices of beet. These foods support nitric oxide flow and feed the antioxidants in your liver. Lunch is at 1 p.m. sharp, not 3 p.m., not skipped. You want 1/2 plate of steamed or roasted vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, red bell pepper, 1/4 lean protein, grilled salmon, boiled lentils or roasted chicken, and 1/4 complex carbs, quinoa, sweet potato, or brown rice. Sprinkle with olive oil and turmeric. Between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m., stay lightly active, clean something, walk outside, do light chores, take a 5-minute sun exposure walk, This increases vitamin D and helps regulate melatonin for sleep, which supports liver rhythm. Dinner is no later than 7 p.m. A bowl of lentil soup with kale and carrots. 1 slice of avocado, no sugar, no bread, no fried items, and definitely no alcohol or juices. By 8:30 p.m., everything ends. No snacks, no screens, just a soft-lit room and a wind-down routine. Journal, pray, or just sit quietly with a warm herbal tea. No electronics. Let your brain shut down. Let your liver begin. And now, here's the problem. Even if you do all of this, the modern world still attacks your liver. From invisible pesticides in vegetables, heavy metals in tap water, prescription residues, and chronic stress, your liver is under a kind of pressure that food and movement alone cannot always counter. This is why most elders still struggle. They eat right, but they don't heal. They try hard, but progress is slow, because what they're missing is a targeted formula, a professionally balanced, nutrient-dense compound that supports deep liver regeneration. That's where this comes in. This liver support complex contains not just 1 or 2 herbs. It brings together 28 science-backed ingredients, each chosen for a reason. Milk thistle, proven to reduce liver enzyme levels and rebuild damaged liver cells. N-acetylcysteine, NAC, helps restore glutathione, the master antioxidant your liver needs to function. Alpha-lipoic acid, AAAAA, protects your liver from insulin resistance and metabolic inflammation. Artichoke leaf extract promotes bile flow and improves fat digestion. Dandelion root naturally detoxifies the liver while reducing internal water retention. Zinc, selenium, magnesium, and key B vitamins fuel phase I and I detox pathways, keeping your liver's cleanup system efficient. This isn't another low-dose supplement you forget in your drawer. It's a real targeted daily solution designed to meet elder biology head-on. And what makes it stand out is its balance. No overload, no fillers, no fake promises, just pure, studied ingredients at the levels your body understands. In just a few days, many seniors report less bloating, better digestion, and even deeper sleep, because the liver, when supported, touches everything. You don't have to change your life overnight. You just need to give your liver the one tool it's been missing all these years. And when you do, it works. Because your body is not broken, it's waiting for relief. But here's the truth. This isn't for everyone. It's not for those who want a magic cure. It's for those who are ready to rebuild, to support their health with seriousness and care. If you're one of them, this formula is yours. The link is in the description and comments, waiting for the one person who's not just curious, but committed. Don't skip it. Don't delay. Because if you've read this far, your liver is already asking for help. Give it what it needs, and let the healing begin.